Olá, boa noite. O Exou Biribó, hoje com o vídeo 5 de Secret Files Tunguska. Nina conseguiu embarcar no trem e já está envenenando todo mundo para ver se obtém acesso à lista dos cientistas transportados para ver se o seu pai está no trem e daí conseguir libertá-lo. Dá um curto-circuito aqui jogando água na tomada.
A little liquid should be enough. It would look a little suspect if everything here were underwater.
Damn, why do the fuses have to choose to blow now? I have to go replace the fuses. Could you watch to make sure no one touches anything?
Sure, no problem.
Thanks.
I'll take very special care that nobody touches a thing in here, apart from my good self. One of the samples that gets analyzed here.
Pegou uma amostra de espinafre ou abacate que é testado aqui.
Yeah?
Excuse the interruption. Can I speak to you for a moment?
As long as Dr. Lesniak doesn't have a successful breakthrough in his experiments, no.
But
The train can blow up for all I care. I don't want to be disturbed.
it's really...
No!
one of the samples that gets analyzed here.
Tá, agora ela tem 2 potes de amostras.
I'll take the sample out of the glass.
Agora ela tem 2 potes vazios e 2 camadas de flores, de plantas aqui.
What am I going to do with it? I'll just put one inside the other. I can't think of anything else spontaneously.
Se ela mistura tudo junto, talvez. Acho que foi isso que ela fez.
My manipulated sample. Hopefully no one will notice that it is thicker than before.
Tá, ela fez uma coisa 2 vezes mais forte de folhas. E vai explodir o trem.
So hopefully the fuse doesn't blow on me again right away. And in the meantime, I really doubt if I will ever get any surprising results here. What? That can't be! Really? The sample didn't burn up completely? You can see that with the naked eye! I don't even need to do an analysis! I have to tell Dr. Lesniak! And maybe even Professor Sidorkin. This could actually be the big breakthrough! And I had almost stopped believing it would ever happen!
And you are absolutely sure that all the test conditions were controlled and complied with?
I always took random samples and rechecked everything. And I would put my hand into the fire to confirm Alexei's competence. I've worked with him for many years now.
So you performed the experiments. Did you notice anything different?
What kind of difference?
We have to check everything exactly. If the results are correct, it's a sensation. But if we register it as a sensation, and we've made a mistake, then the most we'll get afterward is a job in a natural history museum. So go through everything again slowly. We should look at the analysis together.
I only hope that we didn't miss anything. If the result is really correct, we'll go down in history.
The gentlemen are certainly very enthusiastic about their discovery. I should use this chance to have a look around Sidorkin's office. There won't be much time until this Sidorkin comes back. I'll have a look around his desk first. Maybe I'll find the passenger list at least. The documents are entitled Security Risks and Acute Threats to the Tunguska Project. I'll have a look at that, please. If I understand this correctly, in the last few years, several attacks have been carried out on official and secret research facilities. Documents were partly destroyed, but the culprits also do not seem to shy away from bomb attacks and arson either. Eyewitnesses report seeing men in black robes. It has not been possible for the authorities to capture any of the perpetrators. Then the Secret Service FSB was entrusted with this matter, but has not been able to produce any solid results in their investigations. The assumption that this is the work of political terrorists could not be confirmed. That the attacks are being carried out by a religiously motivated sect is also being considered. I wonder if they are the same men in black robes that Eddie apparently saw and was babbling about. If all that's true, then Daddy has got bigger problems than I feared. The piece of paper reads, "Place all documents in the safe each time you leave the room. Signed, W.I.L." If this safe has the employee list in it, then I should have a better look round here. Maybe I can find out exactly what is going on in Tunguska and what Daddy's got to do with it. Tunguska Project. Error analysis is written on these files. 2000 to 2003 at the top, and at the bottom it begins with 2004. There's not very much I can do with these in the time I have.
E se você roubar esses livros, como você costuma fazer com tudo?
It's huge. That's not normal. That must be genetically engineered.
I thought so. The little toad is a snoop. I noticed you in Moscow at the train station, not in a good way. Toads remain toads, even when they are wearing clothes. But don't worry, we're going to take care of you now.
E acabou o jogo, ela foi flagrada, presa, morta.
What is Kansky doing here in the middle of the night? Maybe I'm wrong, but I have a really bad feeling about him. I should definitely make sure he doesn't catch me. He probably hasn't forgotten the big bump on the back of his head yet. Finally, an answer to my question. I'm curious to see what my Irish colleague has found out.
Hi, Max. It took a little while, but the information you wanted wasn't so easy to get. It was a good thing you sent me the original letter. But I'll tell you more later. For starters, let's talk about the Irish company and the letterhead. This company used to belong to a man named Ken Morangi, and had something to do with plant fertilizer. The company was suddenly closed down, even though business was going pretty good. I unfortunately couldn't find out anything more about it either. Since then, Morangi lives like a hermit on a small island on the coast of Ireland. I've attached a map along with the mail. But now to an even more interesting story. I took a closer look at the letter you sent me. It isn't as empty as it looks at first glance. It apparently uses some kind of invisible ink. Not very imaginative, but it's apparently sufficient enough for people like you. Here are the contents of the letter. I hope you can understand it. Hello, Vladimir. Receive the documents. Copy is underway. We still have to settle the question of the handover. Ken, P.S. The whiskey is still waiting.
Wow, that sure does sound mysterious. Maybe this Morangi knows something that could help us. I'd better tell Nina. I wonder what she's doing right now. Hopefully she's doing okay. I'm really worried about her.
Damn. It is not my day today. First I sit with a bowel-sick psychopath in a train compartment, and now with a rabid dog. I've got to get out of here again quickly. As soon as we reach the next bigger village, they want to hand me over to the authorities. That would be the end of my search, and probably the end of me.
Agora no inventário só sobrou o pote vazio e a lâmpada de 25 watts.
It shows when and how much the dog is to be fed every day. There's a cuddly little lapdog in there playing with his little bone. Isn't he cute? A piece of bone. Before I get to that bone, the dog will be gnawing on mine.
Centro de Investigação Tunguska. Transiberiano Express. Nina pôde descobrir várias coisas muito interessantes. Aparentemente, foi construído um centro de investigação secreto na região de Tunguska. Descobriram que o crescimento de algumas plantas ali se encontra completamente fora do normal. Os cientistas tratam agora de compreender e reproduzir seu crescimento. Mas o que terá que ver o pai de Nina com tudo isto? Ataques da seita, ferrocarril transiberiano. No escritório de Sidorkin, há documentos que falam de sérias ameaças ao projeto Tunguska. De acordo com esses documentos, se produziram vários ataques às instalações do centro nos últimos anos. Em ocasiões, só foram destruídos documentos, mas se mencionam também ataques utilizando explosivos e incêndios provocados. Numerosas testemunhas oculares afirmam haver visto homens com túnicas negras. Poderiam ser os mesmos homens que viram Ed e Lisa perto do museu em Berlim? Viagem à Irlanda, museu em Berlim. Max recebeu informação de que as páginas em branco da carta que encontrou Nina entre os documentos do seu pai não estavam realmente em branco. Um homem chamado Ken Morandi obteve alguns documentos solicitados ao pai de Nina. Desgraçadamente, não estava claro que classe de documentos, que tipo de documentos. Sem embargo, pode ser que uma visita a esse tipo Morandi seja uma boa ideia, já que, por que enviava mensagens cifradas a Vladimir Kalenkov?
A vacuum cleaner hose. Long, flexible, and boring.
Colocar a carne dentro do vidro, que daí, enquanto o cachorro abre o vidro para pegar a carne, ela pega o pedaço de osso. É isso, né? Uma boa ideia.
I can't open the flap. It's stuck. Oh, brother. There must be harder things to do.
Então ela precisa do pedaço de osso para abrir essa tampa aqui. Só que ela não quer pegar o pedaço de osso.
According to the top display, the temperature is 54 degrees Fahrenheit. The lower display shows a humidity of 28%. Locked. I'll take myself a piece.
Pronto, tranquei a carne aqui. Agora eu vou pôr a carne lá enquanto o cachorro abre. Ah, tem outra coisa aqui. A coleira.
A leather dog leash.
Corrente, correia.
Not to be confused with Jensen. No visible effects. A metal pipe. So, that pipe will never escape from me again. So, he should be busy for a while.
Bem que eu falei pra Bá, se a gente colocar as coisas na gaiola, na jaula do lado.
If I stick the flat side in the flap and then lever it open. There is a vacuum cleaner bag in there. I'll take it out. Do I have to rummage around in that? Yes, I suppose I probably do. A tuft of hair from... an animal.
Vou conseguir um grampo de cabelo agora que abre qualquer porta, é isso.
That lock is for a flat key. I won't get in with a hairpin. When the door has no lock, there is nothing here for me to pick, apart from my nose.
Mas por que você quer qualquer dessas coisas que você pegou?
Above this hatch, freedom must be endless. Hopefully no one heard that. Otherwise, my problems are about to increase. I could get onto the roof that way, as long as I don't slash an artery on those broken bits of glass.
Em outra coisa.
I presume this belongs to an air conditioning unit. It doesn't seem to have any great effect.
Conecta e desconecta, que grande ideia.
Let's see if this helps a bit. Assuming it is, the air should actually burn. The stink of that should be noticed even by unwashed scientists.
Ela tinha que pegar a cordinha de volta.
Phew, that was close. Okay, let's try this again. If anyone has information about any scientists on board, then it is this Sidorkin guy. In his function as the scientific leader, he must have hidden the information somewhere. Some kind of scientific report about molecular biology. It's nearly all formulae, and those few words are just as incomprehensible.
Aqui ela vai usar o grampo.
The drawer is secured with a very simple, but unfortunately, a very effective lock. Open. A statue. A statue.
Uma estátua, outra estátua, outra estátua. Lenin.
I thought Comrade Lenin went out of fashion years ago. A statue. Oh, I can turn the statue, but I can't pick it up. It seems to be anchored to the plinth.
Pronto, mexeu em todas. E pegou esse vaso.
It looks neither attractive nor very valuable.
Ah, pôr a estátua aqui.
The statue has clicked into position.
E agora? Deu sinal de que abriu o quê? Não abriu nada. Que diferença fez? Vou colocar na posição do Lenny. Acho.
Apparently, the right orientation of the statues triggered a secret mechanism. Soundproofed walls, and then this chair. Are they torturing people in here? There are restraints for hands and feet mounted onto this chair. Has someone been kept prisoner here?
Essa está reservada para a senhorítica. Diria aquela que jamais disse isso.
Pretty. I can't see any handle or switch to open the flap with. A book about the notorious pirate Bale Schmidt, who initially made life very difficult for the patricians and later for the colonists near Port Royal. It sounds like a mechanism has been triggered, but I cannot see any changes. The mechanism in the bookshelf has opened the flap, but there is nothing in there. Strange. Very, very strange. If I didn't know better, I would say he's grinning at me. I'll take the skull with me, but I won't walk carrying a complete human skeleton. Wow, that was close. I managed to survive an assassination attempt in my father's apartment and the guys from the Secret Service, only to be almost killed by a picture. Life can be strange, can't it?
Life is strange.
What sort of strange lock is that? If I understand this correctly, I should try turning all the lights off.
Tá mais fácil acender todas. Tá. Então aqui pelas dicas você aperta primeiro essa, depois aqui, 3, 4 e 5.
Done. Hopefully the contents are worth the effort and I eventually get to find out where Daddy is. Loads and loads of documents. This damn list of personnel has to be somewhere around. Ah, here. It is definitely divided up into scientists, military, and Secret Service. It lists more than 100 names in the train alone, and well over 1,000 in the research station. What exactly are they all doing? Whatever it is, I've got to find out if Daddy is on board the train. Well then, let's see. After some of the names, there is a cross. Are they all dead? I can only hope that the marks have another meaning. Daddy's not on the list, though. Not on the train, and not at the research station either. Does that calm me down or worry me? At least they haven't dragged him off to Russia, but therefore my only good lead has cooled right down. I'll have to look at the other documents. Who knows? It might help a little further. Here is a file with the title Tunguska Project. I ought to have a look at that. A whole load of formulae and loads of scientific stuff. I'll be old before I understand that. What? What's that? There is something written here about a Kalenkov report. It really does seem to be from Daddy. He proved in 1976 that the object found in the Tunguska region is of alien origin. On the strength of this report, the government gave the green light to the extension of the research station to carry out experiments on the fragment without any public interference. These experiments led to the discovery that it was possible to influence the behavior of animals when certain radiation fields are modified by the fragment. After that, the Tunguska project was called into life to improve the technology. Then there are pages and pages of test results. They must have done thousands of experiments on animals. Only, what is the goal? What are they promising themselves? Does it have any military use?
Oh, hello, Oleg. I hope you have good news. What? And Nina? Is she okay? Damn it, how could that have happened? I thought you were gonna keep an eye on her. No, I don't want to calm down. I made that mistake once already, and the result... Yeah, okay. Where exactly? Okay, I'm on my way.
So, if Sergei's information is correct, then this would have to be the military hospital where they brought Nina.
I hope Nina is all right. How could a complete train derail?
They think it was an attack, but for now we should not care about that. You have to get Nina out of there.
Who, me?
Yes. Alone you have a better chance of not being discovered. It was a miracle that we got this far without problems. I mean, I gave the research station an extra wide berth, but this close to it, I almost counted on being caught by the military.
Okay, and so now, how do I get in there?
Start thinking.
Great, but thanks a lot anyway for the lift here. Without you, I would never have found it.
No problem. It was a pleasure. You were pretty worried about Nina, aren't you?
Yes, hopefully nothing has happened to her.
You really like her, don't you?
Yes. Nothing that wonderful has ever happened to me before.
Hey, wake up, boy. You can dream after you get Nina out of there.
Yes, you're right.
So, let's move. We don't have a lot of time. I'll wait here in case you need help somehow. Oh, don't forget, Nina has been traveling under the name of Perkova, and probably has been admitted under that name. And now, good luck.
Thanks. I will probably need it too.
Eu tenho só telemóvel.
My cell phone with all the bells and whistles. You can even make phone calls with it. A shopping bag made of cloth.
E uma sacola de tela.
I don't like him much, but nevertheless he is helping us. And what if something happens?
Nothing is going to happen. I am going to wait here, and if the alarm sounds, Plan B will go into effect.
And what is Plan B?
I am going to think about that at the appropriate time. And now, make sure you get in there.
Plano B é eu que estou aqui fora, do lado de fora, sair correndo.
There are small red berries hanging on that bush. My doctor always said I should eat more fruit. Well, maybe picking more fruit is a good start. It seems pretty spooky, more like a haunted castle. I should get Nina out of there as quick as I can. It really seems to be an ambulance. The writing on it is in Russian. I can't read it, but there's a phone number next to it. 03112.
03112, eu vou ter que ligar isso, então.
It's locked. It must be electric because it doesn't have a keyhole. An intercom system. I always thought that such deserted regions didn't have electricity.
Yeah?
What do I say now? Hello, I'm taking a vacation in the area and just happened to come by here. It looks wonderful. Is it very old, Shirley? Can I have a bit of a closer look at the house, please?
What?
I'm a great fan of buildings and architecture out of the Tsar period.
Otherwise, everything's still okay, right? This is a hospital, not a museum.
That doesn't matter. I only want to have a look at it. I won't need very long. There aren't very many interesting buildings around here for a tourist.
It's not my fault you wanted to spend your vacation in the sticks. In any case, you can't come in here unless you're a doctor or about to die. Now leave me alone. I want to finish watching the soccer game.
He switched off the intercom. All that stuff about the architecture tourist does not belong among my best ideas. I'll have to remember for the next time I'm in such a situation that art does not bring me very far.
03112.
Her cell phone is off. I just tried it a moment ago. Luring the ambulance out may be a good idea, but I need a plausible reason for them to come out.
Eu tenho que dizer que tem alguém doente porque comeu muito dessa frutinha.
Now I've got a carrier bag full of holes and horrible red stains. Here, tie this around the hand with the missing fingers. Maybe we can fool the medic into thinking you've only just lost them, if he doesn't look too closely. My cell phone with all the bells and whistles. You can even make phone calls with it. I hope my plan works. Hello. My friend is badly hurt. I think he's lost a couple of fingers. Yes, I'm standing here at the bus stop in front of the hospital. Please. Send someone out quickly. I think he's bleeding to death. Yes, but please, hurry. I now only hope that Oleg's acting qualities are sufficient enough to convince the ambulance driver of his story. Well, now I'm in the courtyard. Now I just have to find Nina. The lamp illuminates the cellar entrance. Empty syringes, soiled bandages, and a finger. I wonder if Oleg would... No, I'd better not. I'd rather not think about whose guts have been removed with these. It seems to be a sewage pipe. It runs into the top floor. Locked. Something is casting these shadows. Something very, very close. There's a key in the lamp. It's a strange hiding place, but better than putting it under the doormat.
Ele já tinha olhado ali, mas tinha que olhar de novo para agora dar ação.
It should work with that. It fits. And into the lion's den. Hopefully no one's in the cellar. A dictation machine. Maybe there's a recording of Nina on it.
Patient 1835, severe psychological and neural problems, currently in a coma. During the observation period, the patient exhibited symptoms such as optical and acoustic hallucinations, reflexive muscle contractions, and incontinence. Patient also exhibited psychogenic reactions, temporary amnesia, partial facial paralysis, and spots in front of the eyes. Damage to the temporal lobe caused by external influences, fracture of the right wrist, various contusions, and hematomas in the area of the head and arms. Apart from some of the external injuries, the patient exhibits similar symptoms as the other patients. The report must be completed as soon as possible and faxed to Moscow.
Damn, the batteries are running right down. That sounds terrible. What does "as with the other patients" mean? Does it mean that these behavioral and consciousness problems appear on a lot of people? If yes, why? What is the cause? I'll have to tell Nina about that, because something here is not right. I don't know what it is, but I definitely don't like it. Not at all. There's a whole load of medicines and chemical stuff in it. The labels on these bottles are all printed with chemical formulas. As long as I don't know what is in there, I'll leave them where they are.
O informe Kalenkov. Se encontrou finalmente a lista com os nomes dos cientistas. O pai de Nina não se encontra no trem nem no centro de investigação. Sem embargo, a viagem não foi inútil. A caixa forte contém documentos sobre o informe Kalenkov. Vladimir Kalenkov havia examinado um fragmento que era presumivelmente de origem extraterrestre que havia sido encontrado na região de Tunguska. Graças a este informe, aparentemente os cientistas haviam achado a maneira de manipular o comportamento dos animais utilizando a radiação. A liberação. Hospital na Sibéria. Oleg informou a Max sobre o terrível ataque ao trem. Os dois se dirigiram imediatamente à Sibéria, onde Nina se encontra prisioneira num escondido hospital militar. Misteriosa enfermidade. Um informe médico fala de pacientes com severos problemas mentais e de comportamento, coisa aparentemente bastante frequente nesta região. O que poderia ter produzido essas anomalias psicológicas?
There are medical records in here, all sorted alphabetically. Maybe I can find out what they did to Nina. K, Koch, Kyo, Cam. No records on Nina. Wait, Oleg said she was traveling under a false name, something with P. Perkova. So let's have a look. Perez Manuel. Wasn't he the one who went on the Tunguska expedition with Nina's father? And he was here too? That's very interesting. I should have a look at that. If my rudimentary medical knowledge isn't fooling me, there's something here about extreme behavioral and consciousness disturbances. Perez's behavior obviously showed such strange symptoms unrecorded in any known illness. That was ages ago. In the meantime, research should have... It looks like they tried to find out about the illness by carrying out experiments on him. Through the cranium without an anesthetic. That's ghastly. Electroshocks, straitjacket, shock therapy. That reads like a torture report out of the Middle Ages. But the poor guy seems to have survived it. Then, a few weeks ago, he was sent back to his home country after an application from a certain Dr. Nicole Charlois to a small suburb of San Cristobal west of Havana. It looks like he obviously resisted so violently that they had to give him the double doses of phenylcyclidine piperidine. I believe that sedative has been forbidden for a while now. That's strange. Perez has been here for almost 30 years, and suddenly they're shipping him off to Cuba? And Nina's father disappears without a trace shortly thereafter. I would be astonished if there wasn't a connection. But what could it be?
Tudo no mundo tem uma ligação. O que ele está estranhando? Viagem a Cuba. Max acidentalmente encontra a história clínica do paciente Manuel Pérez, que regressou aparentemente de uma expedição com Vladimir Kalenkov com severos transtornos mentais e de comportamento, e foi tratado neste hospital. Havia sido enviado a Cuba só umas poucas semanas antes, a pedido da doutora Nicole Charleroy. Por que esse súbito interesse por ele depois de 30 anos? Existe conexão com a quase simultâneo desaparecimento do pai de Nina. Agora que ele já sabe o nome do remédio, ele pode pegar aqui.
If I'm not mistaken, one of these bottles contains that stuff Perez was sedated with in it. I still can't identify the rest. Phenylcyclidine piperidine, or PCP for short. That's the stuff they put poor old Perez out of action with. Quite honestly, I find the things ridiculous.
Ventilador manual.
Conditions like these would cause hospitals to shut down completely. At least I hope so. My doctor always uses a thing like that to listen to my lungs rattle. I don't really want to find out who or what is lying underneath it and where all these stains come from. Luckily, it can't be Nina. The person or thing is far too small. Ammonia. No idea what they use that for. Maybe as an alternative to smelling salts to bring someone back to consciousness? The bucket is full of blood. I think I'm gonna throw up. A syringe. Looks like it hasn't been used yet, although the needle's been uncovered. I'll have to be careful not to touch the needle.
E ali atrás tem uma pia. E ele tampouco vai dizer que bom que a nossa pia veio. Ninguém sabe os protocolos nesse jogo aqui.
I cannot find anything in particular on the skull, but the lungs. I can't imagine that the person is still alive. Still appears to be new and unused. I can hear voices. As long as I don't know what to expect on the other side, I'm not touching this door. Distributing ammonia around me without any motivation at all is fun, but not very useful. I don't even know where this pipe leads. I can hear really loud snoring and groans, something about a train, explosions, and Daddy. Now, wait a minute, that sounds like Nina. The pipe seems to lead into the room where she's being held. Nina, hey, wake up. Nina? No. Damn, she seems to be a heavy sleeper. She can't hear me.
O estetoscópio naquela outra porta ali.
Can't do anything about that, but you're missing out. It's a really good game. I just wish the satellite dish wasn't so sensitive. I have to keep adjusting it. Hopefully, it won't be as windy as yesterday. I couldn't really see anything properly. No, you can forget that. Just be happy that the broad is in a deep sleep at least and not constantly on a rampage. Yep, and 3 more days up in that damp room, then our doctors have more work to do. No, you better stay up there. There's hardly anyone here, but in case someone should surface, there'll be another uproar about people leaving posts and so on. Not to worry. The head physician won't even notice that I'm more occupied with the TV during my shift than with making rounds. I'm keeping an eye on the entrance. If he doesn't come crawling through the basement, I'll notice him in time no matter what. Yep, Will do. Till then. And don't go hunting rats again. The doc is still sour about the bullet holes.
A damp room somewhere on the upper floors. At least now I know where Nina is being held. But it's a little inconvenient that there are at least 2 guards there. I have got to get into contact with Nina somehow. Perhaps she's got an idea how to get rid of them. Nina is at the end of the pipe. I have to get her out as quickly as possible. That penetrating smell might just take care of waking Nina up. Ugh, it stinks to hell down here now. That does not help me at all. Maybe the small ventilator is powerful enough to blow this ammonia stink into Nina's cell. Gotta be worth a try.
Ugh, what a terrible smell. Doesn't that contravene all the rules of the Geneva Convention?
I'm very happy that you're all right.
Max?
Who else? Or were you expecting someone special?
To tell you the truth, I wasn't prepared for a surprise visit. I should tidy up a bit here first. And let some air in. Did you send me this revolting smell in here?
Yes, there was no other way to wake you up. By the way, you snore and talk in your sleep.
If you mention that to anyone at all, you are a dead man.
Don't worry, but we have to get you out of there first.
Good idea. Do you have a plan?
No, not really.
Then now is the time to come up with one. I'll get myself tidied up in the meantime. The fact that the hero rescues the princess and she looks like something the cat dragged in was never part of any story that I have read.
E agora, eu jogo com ele ou com ela? Ele não tem nada para fazer aqui para resgatá-la.
That's pretty. My grandmother used to earn a living crocheting placemats like that. I would probably break my fingers trying. I can talk to Max through this pipe. The sweet smell of decomposition is the only reminder of what was once in here, whatever that might have been. That has seen better days. That one has had it. The wall doesn't make a very solid impression. However, getting out of here would probably take days. Locked. I suppose that had to be expected, but it's still worth a try. And I lay on that thing. Ugh. It's broken out of the wall. I don't really want to know what is scrabbling around in there. I'm not reaching in there.
Ah, o cara,
People should be working, not watching TV.
o cara queria assistir o jogo, agora ele vai cortar. Eles
Damn
vão...
it! The stupid satellite dish needs adjusting again.
Pull it once over this sharp edge and the work of many evenings goes to the dogs. Ooh, if my grandmother would see that. This chair leg is only made out of plastic, but I still can't break it off.
Ela quer partir o tubo de plástico da cadeira.
The thread is not all that strong if a part breaks off when I tie a knot. The stone seems to have hit the bottom. Now I can exchange a few smaller objects with Max.
Agora o bisturi está com ela. Mas o bisturi não abre isso, corta o plástico.
So now the last leg is off too. Don't you go walking away.
Não abre os tijolos aqui. Eu acho que tem que usar a ARD. Dá aquele golpe de vento que derruba esses tijolos soltos aqui.
Take that, scourge of every health authority. A bit out of my exclusive comfort mattress.
Então hoje vamos parando por aqui. O Exou Biribó, agradecendo a presença, o apoio, as dicas, a torcida, desejando boa noite, até amanhã. Por enquanto eu fui.